Hi folks, welcome to GCSE Science. In this short video I'm going to be showing you how to use your science pack, which you've hopefully all got in front of you. So I'm going to go through, tell you what the contents are and what each of them. Okay, so first of all I'm going to talk to you about your progress sheet, which will be gold if you do core science, or it will be a different colour if you are triple. On your progress sheet it's got a target grade. Now your teacher will give you this. This is what you're aiming to get overall on your final grade. It'll also have a series of mid-unit grades for when you're halfway through a unit and end-of-unit grades for when you're at the end of the unit. There's some blank spaces there as well for any other tests which your teachers decide to give you. It's really useful if you always keep this at the back of your pack facing outwards, so you can always see at a glance how you're getting on, what progress you're making. So the next thing in the pack I'm going to talk about is your specification. Now this is like your Bible. It's a list with absolutely everything you're expected to know for the exams. I would recommend you using it at the end of every lesson as a tick list so you can check your progress. Also use it in revision. So 1 tick means you've covered it in a lesson, 2 ticks means you've done it for your revision. So if you've missed anything or you've been away, you know exactly what topics you've missed. Another really important thing to notice is that if the stuff that's in bold is for higher tier only. So if it's written in bold, you need to know it if you're a higher tier student. If you're a foundation tier student, don't worry about the things that are written in bold. Also in your pack, you should have an A5 pink exercise book. Now this is going to be used for questions you do in class, any class activities, and also homework which your teacher sets. This is going to be the one that your teacher collects in, marks, and gives back to you. The second exercise book you've got, which will be A4, I'm not sure on the colour, depends which one your teacher's given to you, are going to be used for neat notes only. So when your teacher does a diagram on the board, when they're writing an explanation, so by the end of it, end of the year, you should have an A4 book full of perfect notes for you to revise from. So any questions you do go in your little pink book, any neat notes go into the A4 book. So over the course of the year you gradually build up your own revision notes in this A4 book. You should also have a revision guide. Depending on the course you're doing, depends on the colour. The one on the screen is the year 10 one. If you're in year 11 it's purple, and if you do triple you've got a different one for each subject. This has got everything you need to know. So if you use this with your exam specification, you can tick off the topics as you do them, and any that you don't understand you can find in your revision guide. Be careful if you're a foundation student, because your revision guide has got all of the higher stuff as well, which you might not need to know. So that you'll need to use your specification to see what's higher, and then if it's higher and you're a foundation student, you don't need to know it, so don't bother reading that section of the book. Finally, you've also got a workbook full of useful questions to test how well you're getting on. A lot of teachers might use pages from this one for homework. If they don't, and you find towards exam time you've got blank pages in there you haven't done yet, have a go at them, and then you can test how well you're doing. Any you're not doing so well on, that's where you'd focus your revision. As with the revision guide, it is a higher level workbook, so it does have things in there for foundation students that you won't need to know. Where do you check to see if you need to know it or not? The specification. If it's in bold, it's higher. If you're a foundation student, you don't need to know the bold stuff. The specification is your Bible. 2 quick final things from me before I go. We do have a Heathfield Science Twitter account. So if you want to follow at Heathfield Science, and then you can ask any questions that you've got stuck on if you get stuck on your homework or anything like that. And also there'll be lots of handy hints and tips posted on there, as well as reminders of what days your exams are, things like that. And also you can find lots of videos on the YouTube channel Heathfield Science, including this video. As we go throughout the year, I'm going to be posting little short 1-2 minute clips of the topics as we do them. So there aren't many videos on there at the moment, but if you check back every week or so, there should be a video on the topic that you've studied that week. One final thing is, I'm going to run a GCSE clinic every Tuesday in S2 at 1 o'clock. So if you're stuck on anything, any topics in particular, come along Tuesday lunchtimes, 1 o'clock, and I'll talk them through with you. It might be you're there for 30 seconds because you don't understand what one word means. It might be you turn up for 40 minutes because we go through a whole topic and a bit of help with your science homework or something. Please make use of it. 1 o'clock on a Tuesday lunchtime. Thank you very much and goodbye.